I'm gonna go ahead and do this. I'm not gonna be on here too long. I gotta put this out there now. See, wow, 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 wow. First and foremost, I want to give thanks to the great cosmic mother, to all the ancestral spirits of creation. I want to give thanks to all the ancestors, all the angels, the archangels, the angels themselves, all of them. I want to say, come to the throne and tell the great mother, thank you, appreciate you. Thank you for bringing forth everything. And I want to also say, protect us from all of these people that claim to be spiritualists and that claim to be aware, but are actually wolves in sheep's clothing. They only prey on people for their money because they're going through their own uh, uh, devious plans, ideas for their own self, and not trying to uplift the people or fallen humanity. On that note, I want to say thank you for listening. I share your Bobo. Let's get it started. All right, now remember I told y'all about that digital ID, right? Meechee X, 13 days ago. Shout out to Meechee X for this. 13 days ago, 13 days ago on her channel. And I don't own the, listen, for fair use, everything that I'm going to show on here for fair use for entertainment and educational purposes only. Okay? Shout out to the sister on that. Because remember now, I've been telling y'all about this. I'm not going to play the, if I play the video, I'm only going to play snippets of it because I really want her to get all the credit because she put that work in 13 days ago. You know what I'm saying? Look at this. Look at this. Look at that. 13 days ago. See? And look what it has. Oh, damn. Look what it has. Your fingerprint. Your freaking fingerprint from what she's showing on there. I told y'all. I told y'all. And I didn't know she did a video 13 days ago on this. I mean, and it says Utah's getting digital IDC. Look at that. Robert F. I think Kennedy Jr. When I tried to show y'all that video, they had it on. They couldn't let me play it, and he was talking about do not take this. And Meechee X did a video on this 13 years ago, and I did not know. Shout out to the brother Rashid Holmes. He told me about this. He told me about this, and I was like, yo, that's crazy. She did a video on this. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, this is not a joke. It's not a joke, everybody. It's coming. I told y'all. I've been trying to let y'all know what's up. Give y'all the heads up. And it's also going to deal with the crypto. See, look how I got the look ID card, all that driver's license, income tax, all of that. Drivers, I'm telling you, that's how it might be right there, right there. See, that's a part of this. That's a part of Grandma Rising Mother Shelley. I'm telling y'all, this is why the government shutdown really happened. I'm telling y'all, that's the next plan, right here, right there. I'm telling y'all, Dr. Malachi Yook spoke on this on the Leviathan books, all of this. Many other people talked about this numerous times. A lot of real pastors that in the church was talking about stuff like this. This is serious right here. You know what I'm saying? I can see, look, they even had the confidential data. That's what I was telling y'all about. See, I'm going to play a little bit of it. I ain't see it yet, but shout out to her. This, and look at the little printing on it. Digital IDs are being pushed as the future convenience, but at what cost? In this episode, we break down the truth behind. See, I'ma tell you, I'ma tell you. That's what they've been talking about. The whole cashless society, we already living in a cashless society. They want to make sure everything is digital so they can control your income, control everything. So if you go against anything that they say, they can turn you off. We did this back in Lemuria, but we wasn't this brutal with it. We didn't want to control the people. Doing stuff like this in ancient time, we didn't do that. We had finance, we had everything, gold, silver, and also digitized money as well. We had all of that in ancient time. What they did, they went back to the archives and stole all the technology and brought it to fruition for their own bidding. So I'm telling y'all, it's going down. My thing to everybody, you have a voice. All of you have a voice. And on this channel, I kept on saying, the channel on here of ours, we are the voice of the voiceless. But we need to understand what they're trying to do. I'm telling y'all, I've been having that funny vibe and that energy that's been going on, circulating in me. And I was like, yo, something is not adding up. And that right there proved it right there. Look, I'm going to play a little bit of this. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Meechee X on that, because she put that 13 days ago, almost 2 weeks. And I'm going to tell y'all, I told y'all before that whole Nasara hit, something was going to happen. And we got to go through some other stuff before it really hit to bring so-called peace on this planet. And that's confirmed right there. So, yeah, I just want y'all to know, like I said, for fair use, entertainment and educational purposes only. Shout out to Meechee X for that. I'm glad she spoke on that. I think we should be concerned. Y'all. I'm gonna play a little bit. I should have left it on how the way it was.
To build an app with your name on it, just by
give me a second. These daggone commercials.
44.
Hey everybody, I think we live. It's say we live. If we ain't live, we'll be live in a few seconds. Y'all do me a favor, y'all. Like this video, share this video, subscribe, all of that good stuff. Make sure you check your notification bell to make sure that you get your notifications, okay? YouTube sends out a real notification. That was so for everybody that's watching. If you do not want to watch these commercials, you can head over to MX Network. You guys right now, and then y'all gonna get a notification. Shout out to everybody over on MX Network. So you guys can go over there. We have a chat over there.
Look at this.
True to this, but you can become true to this even though you're new to
I'm gonna pause this.
You go over to MX Network.
I want y'all to read what she have down here. Digital IDs are being pushed as the future convenience, but at what cost? Look at that. Breaks down. It's from China's social system. Credit social system. And this happened during the Biden administration, I guarantee you. So, I'm going to play the video, but I'm not going to play the whole thing because I want y'all to watch her video.
And by tomorrow, you true to this, okay? Hey, Jordan. We already got some folks in the chat. You can talk over on MX Network just like you for probably 2 years, not even the whole 5-6 years I've been on YouTube. You know that I've talked about this, right? I told y'all they was going to have a technology where you're going to go into the store. First of all, we know that shelves with automation is the same automation that is used with Amazon, right? That's why everybody getting fired from Amazon. They have automation that can pack those orders and do what they need to do in the warehouse. They don't need people anymore, right? So grocery stores are the same way. They don't need a person to stock their shelves for them, okay? But now they have these baskets. I told y'all they was going to create these. And the baskets, you go grocery shopping, you put the thing in the cart, and guess what? It brings up your groceries in the cart. You pay on the cart. If you've been around, you know I said this a long time ago. They're gonna create this. You pay on the cart. Now, if you think you're gonna fill up your cart because ain't no cash in the store and ain't nobody around in the store and just gonna roll on out, no, the wheels on the basket gonna stop if you ain't paid for nothing when you get to the door, right? It's not gonna let the basket go through the door, okay? But that exists. Now, I put this video up today, not too long ago, and some of y'all came in the comment section, and I just want y'all to know, y'all stupid. Okay, for those of y'all that this shoe fit, wear it. I want you to put it on, tie it up, and just let it be you and think about the stuff that you let come out of your mouth or you type in the comment section, okay? I had people who came in there, and one person was like, why are you trying to scare people? You act like grocery carts are going to change the world. That I just want to give you the you're dumb as hell. You get the number one stupid flag because first of all, it is changing the world. It's changing the United States of America, right? Then I had a bunch of y'all coming there and was like, they got this at Sam's Club. They've been had this at Sam's Club.
They sure do.
The fuck up. Do you not understand what I was trying to tell y'all in that video? It seemed to go over a lot of people's heads that had the dumb shit to say. I don't give a fuck if they do have it at Sam's Club. Y'all act like this is the norm. I don't believe the video that I showed y'all, that's the only grocery store with these damn baskets. What I'm saying is they're starting to show up and you can actually see them for all of the people who have not seen them yet because they're not everywhere. If you have seen it in your store, good for you. Do you want a mother cook? See, I censor myself. The kids to watch. Do you want to cook? The whole point I was making is this technology is here, okay? And it's about to be everywhere now as the norm. But if your dumb ass is grown, but you so juvenile in your mind that you think because there's one in your grocery store that it's everywhere, it's not. I shop at Sam's all the time. If one of you come in my chat again and say, they got this at Sam's, they've been had this for a little bit now. I go to Sam's, they don't Sam. I've never seen any of these cards, okay? You missed the whole point. The point is this. That is one more industry where people will not have jobs. That was the point of the video, but somehow that missed the two damn brain cells that you have at your big old age. I'm gonna need you to go stand in the corner. Okay? Do that on somebody else's video. Do not. Point is, this stuff is here. If you're seeing it at Sam's Club and you seen it a year ago, good for you, but bad for you. Because what that means is your community actually has started to implement this, so you're probably going to feel it in your community first. And if you're not a cashier, you're still going to feel it. Because if people lose their jobs, crime is going to go up. Okay? So I don't know if you stupid people would like to Google how many people are cashiers in this country, but they're all getting ready to lose their jobs, okay? That was the point of it. So yes, it is something people should be scared of. For the person who said, why are you trying to, I feel like I should have to hold.
It's so easy.
I'm gonna just go ahead and pause it. They probably buffering the hell out of me, but I'm gonna let y'all know. Y'all heard what she said. They are doing it, and I've been trying to tell everybody. I didn't know she did a video on this, y'all. I didn't. This conversation that I'm sharing with y'all, it came from being around brother William Jolly Bay, and I've really been thinking about shit. And I was like, yo, because I remember the Leviathan book that Dr. York wrote, and I'm like, yo, he like, what's up? I'm like, yo, I think this whole administration, that's on the Leviathan book, and homeboy, that's the orange man. He on the front cover of it, and that's when Jolly Bay was like, oh snap, he sure is. I'm like, yo, that's that's dealing with the cashless society, bro. He was like, word. I'm like, yo. And that's when I started talking about it, but I saw that one video I tried to share with y'all on here from Instagram with Robert Kennedy Jr. literally trying to not to accept the digital ID. Now, I don't know if he even still working with that administration or not, but he came out of nowhere saying it. Don't accept it. Don't accept it. Right? And I did a short live, like 11 minutes long, I think last week. And I was telling everybody what they about to do. And this person came on the stream and was talking all this gibberish about the dollar bill. And I'm saying, sweetheart, the dollar bill is depreciating. It's going down. And I said, I have proof on that. I said, because a company that sells gold called my phone and told me that the dollar is going downhill and that it's important to start investing into gold right away. When we were on the old channel with all the brothers on it, we told everybody about the gold, the silver, all of this shit. We said this. We try to help everybody, give solutions and all of that. Because let me tell y'all, man, I saw all this happening and I was trying to help out the people. And I wanted the people to get 10 toes down on some real shit where they won't fall victim to this shit. Now, because of negative forces that took place during that time, boom, they're going to implement that shit. I saw this shit happening. I saw it. That's why I was pushing the whole what is it? Getting nationalized and everything. That's why I was pushing that, because I saw all of this. Because I'm telling y'all, this is stuff that they do not want the people to know. They are doing it secretly. Even young elders spoke on this type of technology and said that it was dealing with the so-called Ashtar. They disguise themselves as the Palladians, y'all. Listen, I know it sounds so far-fetched. I know it's like, who the hell is an extraterrestrial group that have blonde hair, blue eyes? That's who they are. Blonde hair, blue eyes, they're the Ashtar Command. But people don't know they did deals also with this. Y'all need to look up BRICS, because BRICS play a part in this too. I'm trying to tell. BRICS play a part in this shit too. What they say is going to be all jubilee and peaceful. Remember that? All jubilee and peaceful at first. Then the rise. All them people. I'm just saying. I'm letting y'all know what it's looking like. You know, I tell everybody go back to our ancient practices for a reason, because it's actually going to be not how to describe in Revelations, but I'm trying to tell y'all how it's going to be. Like how the way it is in the Lord of the Rings movie, the Final Showdown. And I'm telling y'all right now. Shit gonna be all happy, go lucky. Snap with a finger. Soon as you're trying to be a revolutionary, shut him off. Shut his money off. I'm telling y'all, man. I'm gonna finish playing some of her video, but like I said, for fair use, entertainment and education purposes only. Shout out to Meechee X on that. The sister is confirming shit. And I never saw this video. And I said the brother Rashid Holmes told me about it when he called me this weekend. He was like, yo, she did a video on a digital ID. I was like, what? He's like, yeah. I said, yo, that's crazy. I said, on the channel of ours, I've been talking about the digital ID. Listen, we talked about on this channel of ours, we talked about the daggone earthquakes, the natural disasters, all this stuff on this channel. We told y'all about moving in land. We talked about how earthquakes, everything. We talked about everything on this channel of ours to get everybody understanding what the hell's going on. There's a lot of stuff that I haven't even said. I told y'all about mystical creatures, all that's going to start coming out. Listen, I know all this stuff sounds too far-fetched for the average mind, but I need y'all to really understand something. This is not fear-mongering, but you need to know what the Sam hell is going on right now. Listen, when she's talking about that, about Sam's Club, excuse me, y'all, listen, I went to the Sam's Club out here where I live at. Listen, I went in that mug. The person was in line. They stood right there in the line, no cashier. They just stood right there. And a green light blinked on it, and they were able to walk out. Listen to this, y'all. And I want y'all to please pay attention to this. A lot of Walmarts are going to close down for a reason. And I'm going to go into this reason right now. And I want y'all to please listen. There's no fear mongering, none of that. But I need y'all to open up your eyes a little bit more. Listen, the Walmarts that are closing down are going to be used as FEMA camps too. Y'all heard this from other people back in the day, and I'm letting y'all know now. Also, it's very important to get nationalized, because if you don't know who you are, you're walking around saying you're black, Negro, colored, and all that other stuff, they're going to also put you in those camps. That whole digital ID is connected to all that shit, y'all. I'm trying to tell y'all. And this is stuff I've been really taking time and getting downloads from. And I was like, yo, the real Nasara is not this. It's not. It's not. The 144,000 is a frequency of the selected few. And I'm going to be real with you on that. Brother Pisces the King, shout out to you for sending that video. And I spoke to the brother and said, like, yo, it's a frequency, but it's also a frequency for the selective few, though. I ain't telling him that, but I'm saying it right now. So he know exactly what I mean. The selective few are 140 is the frequency of a selective few. Now, here's the kicker. A lot of things is going to be flipped around in this day and time. Take a deep breath, because don't you know how it is when you hate to be right about stuff, and it comes to you like, I don't want to be right, I don't want to be right, I don't want, but it comes out to be right. So there's more to it than that, about the 209 nations that's going to be the 209 sovereign nations is another story about that. That's the whole Nasara thing. That's going to be something in itself. And one day I'm going to have to go over that with y'all, the whole 209 sovereign nations, or tribes, I'll say. Y'all, this is where we aiming at. This is where we're going into. This is the next step. And everybody keep on saying new world, and I kept on saying, no, it's not a new world. The technology is from the ancient world. But this time they're not using it for the betterment of the people. They're using it for their own way of controlling the people. There's a big difference. All right, let's go ahead back to the video.
This shit ain't coming for your job. That was the point, okay? And I told y'all the story was gonna be this way. I'm making also another point that this is one more thing out of like all the stuff I done told y'all. This is like the fourth thing that I've been saying since COVID was getting ready to happen. COVID was the test run for a lot of things, and now they're actually happening. Okay, so that was the point that was being made. I don't feel like I should have to hold grown people's hand in the world. Some of y'all was in there grown as hell. Well, I'm just gonna keep growing my food, and it doesn't affect me. Okay, let it not be no food for everybody else. Let it not be nobody able to go in no grocery store, because you know what happens when people start stealing, they going to jail, the grocery store is going to close down, crime going to go up. I don't know why people think that when folks is surviving, your garden in your backyard, it's a nice thing now. It's going to be something that's going to attract people to come and take from you, because if people is hungry, you're gonna have to fight some folks off, because they're gonna be in your garden ripping your shit up so that they can eat, right? But y'all think this is a game. A lot of people think this is a joke, and y'all not gonna feel it. Some of y'all until you feel it. When it comes for your household and it sits on your doorstep and it affects your livelihood, right? People should be scared. You should be scared enough to get your ass up and do something before we get here, because I've been telling y'all, when I talk about issues, I like to give you solutions. And for as much as I can, I do. Okay? Because it is something scary about people losing their jobs and not finding another one. Without a job, there is no money. Without no money, you can't pay bills. You can't pay bills, that means you can't keep a roof over your head. You can't feed your family and your kids. That means you become homeless. Yeah, that's a scary thing. For people in the chat that make them dumb comments, if you've never slept in your car or had to get kicked out your house and had to go get in your car because that's all you had left with you and your kids, then you should just shut up. Because that's what this country is coming to at a very rapid pace, okay? Shout out to Walter. Thank you for the $15 holla over here on MX Network. Conversation. I'm gonna try and get in and out like a robbery tonight. I don't really want to be here long. Y'all probably tired of looking at my face. I made a video earlier. I just put up a short, and now I'm back again. So I'm gonna only make y'all look at my face for just a little while, and I'm gonna get out of here, okay? Ain't gonna be long. But y'all share this video, like this video, subscribe if you have not, and hit that notification bell. Digital ID. Now, I know that maybe you haven't, but some of us have been hearing about digital ID for a very, very long time. And the first place, if you have understood digital ID, I think we can all point at China as an example of digital ID, you guys, okay? So I'm going to show you some clips. We got a lot to look at tonight, and I'm going to show you some clips about what that looks like exactly in China. We're going to take a look at what some people have to say in the UK, and then I'm going to bring you back to what your own government is telling you right here in the United States of America about digital ID. Now, for anybody who thinks that digital ID is just something that, okay, it's a digital thing and it has the same thing to do with digitally being online, that's not the case, okay? Digital ID is about bringing your identity all into one place to be able to digitally track everything you do back to the person you are. Now, I told you guys the other day about a company that the government actually works with right now here in the United States. They're called Authentify. You can go look them up. And if you don't want to do all the research, just go to ChatGPT, type in Authentify, okay? And they will tell you what Authentify does, and that it does have a contract with the government. Well, Authentify is that company I told y'all about that can track you and every footprint you have ever left online. So that company can track every site you've ever signed up for, whatever your searches are, every comment you have ever made online, not just what you have posted, but what you have commented in other people's comment section. It can also look up any picture that you have been tagged in, and in a matter of minutes, it can give them your whole digital footprint. Not only can it do that, but with its AI enhancements through cameras and things, it has what's called biometrics, which is going to play into your digital ID. This biometric plays into facial recognition. Not only does it look at your face, but it also plays into the recognition of who you are based on how you walk down the street, how you hold your head, and they can say by your body movement and your structure that this is that person based on height, weight, and everything else. And they're going to have all of your information because the digital ID brings all of that together.
I'm going to pause right there. Goddamn. Now, how many people heard me say stuff like this on our channel? I never saw this video. I never saw this video. This is my first time seeing this. My first time seeing this goddamn video. And she said similar things that I said on this channel of ours. Look, y'all. Matter of fact, give me another second. Because remember, let me see if I can find this shit. Damn this. We gonna see. She done got me started. Man, wait, let me see if I can find this. Hold on. Man, my eyes getting watery because I it's like all this confirmation is scaring the living crap out of me, y'all. It's scaring the crap out of me. Give me a second. Give me a second. Give me a second. Because when I say it's scaring me, it's meaning that a lot of stuff that I tell y'all, it comes from, you know, that's the downloads. Now, peep game on this. I gotta show this. Hold up. Remember I told y'all, right? Hold up. Wait. God dang it. Let me see. You can't really see that. That's a bad picture. Give me a second. We're gonna find this. Y'all know that Dr. Malachi York books are going for $145. I'm looking at it on eBay. Cause you know why, y'all? They don't know this shit. They don't want y'all to know this shit. They don't want y'all to know this shit. They don't want y'all to know none of this stuff. Let me see if I can. I'm gonna put down. Let me see. Give me a second, man. This is blowing me away right now. Cause a lot of this stuff, your little big brother been studying it and reading about it. And I remember like it was yesterday. It was a brother or sister, that was telling us about that on the old channel I was featured on. And they said that about something about Nasara being connected to it. But I said, no, I knew what they were saying to a standpoint, but I was like, no, it's more to it than that. You know what I'm saying? Give me a second. I'm about to show y'all the book again. Because I want y'all to see something. I need a clear version of it. Because I want y'all to see the names of the different countries that's involved in this. You know what I'm saying? Because I want y'all to see how it adds up to the BRICS and all that other stuff. And there was this pastor on YouTube that was talking about this too. And he was saying, he was like, before the real Nasara hit, he confirmed, he's like, before the real Nasara hit, this got to happen. And I forgot who that pastor is. These pictures are not so clear. Oh my gosh, man. I really want y'all to see this because it's crazy. It is so crazy. I'm trying to show y'all so y'all can see how clear this. Let me see. I'm going to put down image. Maybe this will work. Just bear with me. But this is not real clear. But if you ever look online for yourself, look for this book online yourself. You see the face right here of who I was talking about. These are the different nations that's involved in this whole thing. I guarantee you all these different right here, these nations are connected to BRICS. And you can see China in it. You can see Iran. All of them are in it, even down to Britain. All of this. I kid you not. Look this book up yourself and then home in and see the different names on it. And all y'all, and the ones that be saying, oh, the Masons were so evil, these were the good ones who I was a part of right here. These were the good Masons that I was a part of. And you see who wrote the book, Dr. Malachi Z. York, 33720. The sovereign commander of the Nubian worldwide Masonic lodges. Okay? So, I'm showing y'all this because you need to look this up, home in on, zoom in on this. Look at the different nations that's involved in this. Okay? Now, you know, this is not no fear fact thing, fear mongering thing. I will tell you, from what Brother Asir and them been saying, that if they go through this, it's not going to be very successful because people are going to start waking up. I told y'all to watch the movie Demolition Man. Remember the movie Demolition Man with Wesley Snipes and Sylvester Stallone? Go back and watch that movie again. Those people that was moved, that they the ones that didn't take that ID. They didn't want to go by the new rules because you didn't remember the cars were smart cars in the movie where they could drive by themselves and everything. They was told not to curse and all that other stuff, abuse profanity or whatever, and they would get fined for that, right? And it was one man that was controlling the whole system. So you want to watch that movie again, Demolition Man. Just watch it because they got to put stuff in movies because that was their contract. That was the contractual agreement that they made, and they put stuff in movies for a reason. Everything you think of sci-fi is not. They put the stuff in there for a reason. Now, let me see. I'm gonna go back to our beloved sister. Like I said, for fair use, I don't own. For fair use, educational and entertainment purposes only. Please pay attention to what she's saying. Okay, peace.
When you have digital ID, it's also going to be connected to your. Okay, so all of your bank account transactions will be something that will digitally be able to be tracked. And for people that are like, are my bank transactions tracked? No, they're in a transaction when you log onto an account where it's held for you to see, but it's not there for other people to see. Okay, we're also going to get into the conversation of how that goes down this slippery slope of going into a social credit society. Okay, I know a lot of you think that this is not going to happen for us, but it is. It's coming. I'm going to show you exactly what a social credit society looks like tonight. Okay, also there's love that with the banks, all of these people, when they talk about the digital ID, even the UK now, and even when you hear other governments like Barbados talking about digital IDs, guess what? They're always equating it to a bank. So they want to connect, right?
Stop right there. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go back to her. Listen to me, please. Those that been watching, those that heard me, that talked to me outside of YouTube, I want everybody to listen to this too. That credit thing she's talking about, everything is going cashless. Everything is going back directly to a certain location that is connected to an IBM computer. Shout out to Dr. Malachi York on that because he spoke on this shit. I'm telling y'all what I've been reading about years ago. All this I've read about back in 2009. That's approximately 16 years ago. Listen, man. What they have in store, y'all heard her say, is directly going to be connected to your bank. I just told y'all, if you start doing something that's revolutionary, you start purchasing stuff that's going to wake people up and all that other shit and whatever, turn his or her chip off. Turn that off on them. That is the biggest way of control, y'all. Why do anybody think that when I was featured on that one channel with all the brothers, we was telling everybody we gotta invest in gold and silver. We gotta invest in gold and silver. We gotta start investing our money and start doing this and start doing that. Because of stuff that's about to happen right now. The stuff that I wanted to share with everybody during that time, I saw this down the rabbit hole. And I told some of the subscribers on our channel, I tried. I tried. I did all I could on that because I was trying to help not just the brothers, but everybody that was watching on that time so everybody can be straight before this ever happened. Because what is next is really total full control. They're going to make it seem like it's a big old jubilee. All this and all of that at first. But as soon as you go against the program, you know, it's times like this we have to realize what type of time we're on. Yeah. So I'm gonna go back into the video. Like I said, for fair use, I'm not gonna play her whole video. If y'all want to watch it, y'all can watch the rest of her. I showed y'all the name of it, and she gonna go on more details about it. But I'm not gonna play the whole thing. I just want y'all to hear the key details that I was talking about on our channel. And I never saw this video. Those that talk to me outside never mention. I would already mention her by now to those that I talk to outside of YouTube, and they know the brother named Rashid Holmes put me on with this video. Shout out to that brother. He said, bro, she's talking about the digital ID. And I was like, yo, it's crazy. On our channel, I was just talking about that and how it do this, this, and this. Those I spoke to outside of YouTube, I got to think a little bit more into full detail about this. And I told that one person that did on that short live, I said, okay, since you saying that the dollar bill is and this and this and this, we shall see about that digital ID. I said, they're going to go ahead, in order to clean the debt, because I said on that quick live that was like 11 minutes and 45 seconds long, I said that I was talking to my old mentor who came out of the Ansar Allah community, aka the Nuwabians, who been my mentor since I was 24, 25. And he was talking about Nasara, Jasara, all of that. And then he started talking about how the SNAP benefits, everything was crumbling, all this other stuff. And this Caucasian man, or this Albion man, came up to him and said the only way the United States is going to clear their debt is when they put everything digital into Bitcoin. Hence the digital ID. I'm going to finish playing this video. This is why when that happened that year, when COVID hit, like she said, they was planning something else. The next step, they're going to bring something else. The whole 3-eye atlas
your
thing.
Things to a bank, and the bank is then going to begin to, they have these.
Hold on, I'm sorry, y'all. Then the next step is that whole third eye atlas thing. I told y'all, listen, there's no extraterrestrial ship, none of that stuff. Y'all, listen, man. Like they said that the daggone mothership was going to come this month. Listen, god dang. I told y'all, listen, that ain't no mothership that's coming to save nobody. That's a group of goddamn beings that's here to eat motherfuckers. I'm telling y'all what I know. Let me tell you. We keep on looking for somebody to save us. The name Yahshua means Joshua, which means salvation, right? They say Jesus, but in the ways of the most, we say just us, or just this, or just us, right? We are the real priestesses and priests of Anu, of Tiamat, you name it. There are beings here. This planet was what they call, some people say it was a battleground. Some people call this a prison planet. Whatever. These people that are in power, this is what they think of you. They think of you as being slaves or Slavs. And they're going to do anything in their power to control you. Listen, don't y'all know, I was watching something. Don't y'all know that the TCA, I'm not TCA, the TSA people are not being paid at the airport? They are federal workers and not getting paid. Do y'all know that some of them, if not all of them, are letting people on the plane without searching them? Do y'all hear what I'm saying? The TSA people are not getting paid. They are not really searching the people to get on the planes like that. There are videos of people that work for TSA that's saying to people here in America, if you don't need to travel, don't travel. If you just want to travel because you want to do it, because you want on the love of it, don't do it. If you can drive there, drive there. You got people in these different airports that are not searching because they're not getting paid. Some of these people are living off probably savings and all of that because of the government shutdown. Do y'all understand or understand what I'm saying? Because remember how they did that shit with the whole 9/11 shit. About this, y'all. Y'all got to look at how, listen, the whole global reset shit, that's what that shit was all about. The global reset was about resetting the ideas and the plans on what they're trying to do. But I digress, y'all. I digress. Okay. Woo. This shit getting crazy out this motherfucker, y'all. Let me go ahead. Peace. For fair use, educational, entertainment purposes only. The reason I'm playing this sister's video. Shout out to her again. She's on her stuff.
Cute little apps in the UK and in other places that they say are for fun. Keeping track of your carbon put out, right? Your CO put out, your carbon footprint. And in that carbon footprint, they give you a number for everything that you do. So let me explain a carbon footprint to you so that when we listen and watch these videos tonight, you will know exactly what I mean by that. So you say, well, how does my bank account have anything to do with? Well, everything you do produces a carbon footprint when we talk about global warming and what's better for, the environment, okay? So, they talk really big about that here and everywhere else, that we're destroying the environment. So let me tell you how your bank account works in that. If you call yourself getting on a plane, a train, or an automobile and you're getting gas, you are actually burning off carbon and you are putting emissions into the air. If you decide to go out to the restaurant, there's a certain portion of waste for you to go packaging that you throw away and something that you put into the trash landfill. Do you understand what I'm getting at now? Everything that you do and that transportation and any leisure or anything that you, even when you order packages in the mail, you might say, how the hell am I putting off carbon? Well, if you have ordered packages to you, because guess what? You're putting out carbon because the truck has to come and deliver the package to you. The plane has to fly it to your state if it's coming from another state. Do y'all get what I'm saying? So this is how everything you do, from eating, anything that has to do with products or travel, if you can tie anything back to it, right? That is going to be your carbon footprint. But watch this, because when it's all tied into your digital ID, this is how they begin to tell you you put out too much carbon. And we can lock your account because you have used your portion of carbon this month so far. You cannot put any more carbon footprint out into the environment. Y'all following me? Are y'all following me? Because this is a rabbit hole that we're going down tonight. That is one that is connected to a lot of different things that will be coming for us very soon. And then we're going to end this live tonight by showing you, if you think that this is not coming to the United States of America, Utah is already talking about bringing digital ID. See, it is one thing for the federal government to put something on you, but states can definitely, within their own jurisdiction, states can implement stuff that the federal government has not implemented yet. Every state has their own jurisdiction that has nothing to do with the federal government, right?
That's right.
So there are states that have rules and states may not have. And this is the way they do it. They get states to bring it in individually. So then other people are using it. It becomes more of the norm in certain states. Then it's a lot easier for the federal government to make it a federal thing. This digital ID is also going to bring us to a one world government. I know people try to tell me in my chat, it's never going to happen. Okay.
Stop right there. What did she say? What did she say? I told y'all before it hit, something has to happen. God damn. I told y'all. See? I told y'all. Now you see the significance of this shit. I said before Nasara really hit, shit gotta happen first. Woo! I had to pause it. I had to pause that. I had to pause it. Mother Shelly, that's on here, that's one of the subscribers. Prices King, everybody that I talk to, the subscribers outside of here. Whenever we had, I said certain things, but mainly to you, Mother Shelly. I told you, Mother Shelly, they was going to try to push that. And look what she said about how they going to do it. You said it too. So now everything's happening. Like we said, y'all listen. She's right about the states. The states can do it because they are their own territories. Remember when the old channel I was featuring on, we spoke on the different territories. Each state is a territory. Listen, the president can only control the corporation. The corporation literally was DC. That was the corporation. That's why they called it the nation's capital. All the other states have its own legislature. They also have their own delegates and everything because of the governor. Listen, y'all. That was the global reset. They had to and put a different face on this. Man. See, I'm going to play it again. Entertainment, education purposes only. Let's go. Let's get it. Meechee, shout out to you, sister. Shout out to you that you did this 14 years ago. You didn't get your just. If you're not getting your just due, you getting it for real because you are showing everybody what is about to happen. Everybody trying to figure out why the government shut down. Okay. Okay. All right. Don't I ain't look. We ain't worrying about that. We going. That's a whole listen. Music crowd. We ain't worrying about that, fam. We already know. Listen, we ain't worrying about that no more. We talking about this right here. This is more important. You know what I mean? We need to be looking at this digital ID, y'all, because this shit ain't no joke. Because I'm telling y'all, they know what they doing. Strategically doing what they got to do, and they're playing everybody. And I got you though. You know what I mean. We with you on that. We ain't worrying about that no more. That energy's old, B. You know what I mean. Let's go ahead for fair use, educational purposes, entertainment purposes only. Shout out to Meechee X. Like I said, I'm not playing her whole video. If y'all want to look at the rest of it, go ahead on her channel, subscribe. You know what I'm saying. She is giving the business on this information about the real ID that I've been telling everybody about briefly. But listen to me carefully. I'm gonna say it again. Um, that is what they're trying to do. They are trying to give everybody that. They already have it in Asia. They're doing that digital ID in Asia and the UK. Utah is talking about doing it. Each state is going to talk about doing it. That is also connected to the Real ID Act. Remember that what I said is connected to the Real ID Act that each state had to go through. Keep that in mind. And y'all know what I'm talking about. Look it up. The Real ID Act is all connected to what's about to happen. We already been living in a cashless society because of your bank. Because when you have a debit card, that little microchip, you can put it on top of a daggone machine and it'll scan it. I told y'all that it's already places that had the RIFD chip. One of the hospitals I worked for back in the day, they have it. I meant to put the daggone, see if I could find a picture of it. But I'm gonna see if I can find it hopefully today, and I'll probably do another live either tomorrow or Thursday. But I'm letting y'all know what's about to happen. Robert Kennedy Jr. even said, "Do not accept it." One of the videos I tried to play on this channel of ours from Instagram, they would not let me play the video by putting the volume on it so everybody can hear what he had to say. There's stuff going on that they're trying to do.
Should hit your front door. Just remember.
All right, hold on. I don't own. Listen, for fair use, educational, intent purposes only. Hey, music from crowdfund. You funny though, family. You funny for that. I got you. Let's go.
Meechee told you so, okay? Because people think that these things are not going to come about. But with all of this digital ID, everything will be connected. No matter where you go in the world, you will be tracked. They will know where you went. Whenever you go through any airport, you think you just have to scan your face now at the airports here for real ID purposes? Why, if my ID is real, why am I scan my face? If my ID is real, why do I have to scan my face? You make me get an ID with a star on it. The DMV should have decided I was real when they took my documentation before they gave me that ID. That's why ID. That's a real one. The place who gave me the ID should have verified that I was real. So why, when you go through the airport, are you even having your face scanned? Has anybody thought about that?
Man, I'm gonna go ahead and pause it, man. Yo, they did a number on the people, boy. I tell you.
The reason you're scanning your face at the airport is because a long time ago, when 9/11 happened, again, the government caused something to happen. They caused it. And then they made us, the people, be fearful of the thing that happened. And they said, for your safety and protection, to be more secure at the airport so that we can make sure you're safe. And so many Americans were so distraught over 9/11 and everything that happened in that city. Everybody was scared, right? So they agreed to this. Nobody gave the airport any pushback because we didn't think that what was going to happen was going to go there. But then we happily went to the airport. We get molested. We walk through body scanners, right? They got all of this stuff scanning all your bags, all in your invasion of privacy. You can't bring enough deodorant or no soap to wash your ass and you carry on for more than one day. They got the certain amounts of liquids. And we said okay to that. So now there's no pushback at all. Anytime the airport wants to implement some shit and tell us this is for our safety, this is for our good, so that you are protected, they just implement it now. And we just let them do it because we figure, well, this is what the airport do. We gave the airport the go ahead to be more secure for our safety during 9/11. So now they just implement what they want. I just want everybody for a moment to stop and think, why would you need to scan your face? The scanning of your face at the airport started when you got the real ID. I thought the real ID was supposed to verify me. Why do I need to scan my face? This is nothing more than priming. You get used to getting your face scanned at the airport. Next, you're getting your face scanned at the grocery store. You know why? Because I just told you there ain't gonna be no employees in the grocery store. So to get into the store, you're going to need to scan your face. And you're gonna say, that sounds crazy, they're not gonna do that. Maybe they just gonna make. In order to enter this store, you need an app. So now when you come in the store, we know who you is. You had to scan your app to get in here. So we know your name, we know your address. You're not stealing because we know who you is and we're gonna come right to your house if you steal. So we'll just do that, right? But remember, digital ID is gonna play into everything that you do online. Do you know that they are starting to require IDs for certain websites? They say that it's the safety of your children because they want to make sure they access certain sites. So that is beginning to happen. So guess what? Digital ID, they're going to tell you, is the quick way to verify who you are. So that digital ID is definitely going to tie into that app that you will have to go into the store. Next, your kids are going to have to scan their face to get into the school. They're going to scan their face when it's time to eat lunch so that they can deduct their lunch payment from your bank account, right? Sounds real sci-fi-ish. It sounds like it ain't going to happen, but it is. So let's play the first clip that we have tonight. I just want to show you over in the UK some of the talk that's going on because UK is out there protesting. They have been told, if you guys don't know, that they need to get a digital ID 2026. If you do not have a digital ID, then you will not be able to get work. Okay? Now, the people that are fighting back and they're saying some things that make a whole lot of sense. It's funny how all of the governments want to use immigrants as an excuse. They allow all of the immigrants to come into this country. They let them come into our country. They let the immigrants come into the UK. The way the immigrants come in, the government is the one that's doing all of that, yes? So they let them come in to cause a problem. They told the people in the UK, and if you get the digital ID, you need this to work, okay? And this is supposed to stop illegal immigrants from working. Y'all, what illegal immigrant do you know that goes and gets a job with a fucking ID?
Look.
And play.
Look. Now, check me out.
Delay.
Check me out. I'm gonna finish up. Remember, I kept on talking about that whole FBA thing. I'm saying it was a bunch of BS and it was a psyop. She's confirming that right there. All of this was done as part of the global reset to implement what they're doing. So all these damn agents on YouTube that's beefing with so-called illegal immigrants, FBA, I'm this and I'm that. Y'all played a big ass part what they just now implemented. And y'all let all these agents confuse you. This is spiritual warfare at its finest. Look what they did to Jamaica, to the Caribbean. There's so much shit that they doing. You got to remember, everything is psychological and spiritual with them. Like this elder told me, who's now in the ancestral realm, Arthur Burrell L. When he was alive, he told me out his mouth transcended to the ancestral realm. And I'm gonna do his voice. He like, brother, man, they got some things in store for the people. He like, I might not live to see it, but they got stuff in store. They're after the babies. That's what he said. They're after the babies. They're also after the people. That's how he said. And I'm not being funny. And he said, oh, the problem with people, they want to feel accepted. He said out of his mouth, he said, when are we going to wake up and say the hell of, not hell, but he said, when are we going to wake up and realize we don't need to be accepted? They already did the Civil War, y'all. It's already been happening. They've been in Civil War since who knows how long. It's just not how the way we thought it would be. They had to think smarter. Everything there was psyche, the psyche. Everything's dealing with the psyche. You got to remember, I spoke briefly about the reptilian brain and all of that.
What immigrant do you know? All of.
Look, man, I ain't going to be on here long. I just want y'all to know they pushing that. The question is, what are we going to do about it? What can we do about it? Because I'm going to tell you like this. I'm done dealing with these agents, man. I'm done with dealing with the agents. I'm done dealing with these motherfuckers that's talking this dumb shit. What she just now said today, I'm not going to play the rest of it. Y'all can watch it because I'm about to get off here. After what she said, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. It is what it is. I'm not saying that the orange man have anything to do with this or the man in office. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that things are happening for a reason. And they're trying to push these different agendas. And I want y'all to really wake up. Because everybody is saying certain shit to not let you think what's really going on behind the scenes. I played the video, I think a couple of days ago, where I showed you about Trump and Elon by Dr. Samuel B. Lee, about what Trump is doing and what Elon Musk is doing. Y'all better look and see if Elon Musk is involved in all of that too, with the whole digital ID thing. I guarantee somewhere he got his hands on that shit. I guarantee that. But anyway, we have too much to do, too much to focus on, too much to really do. And all those people that say we gotta plant our own vegetables and all that, fruit and all that. You heard what Meechee said. We already knew they was gonna replace the people with robots. The movie I, Robot, all of that. They showed it in movies, y'all. They put stuff in movies. Entertainment. I come on this channel of ours to take time. Yeah, I show my face. Why? Because I know I'm protected by the divine. Thank you to the beloved brother that sent me that message through the text. But this message need to go out. Like, y'all need to know. Y'all need to know. Like, they're not playing anymore. I mean, shout out to Kia Pruitt for everything she's doing. There's two sides of the coin. Two sides of the coin, y'all. When everybody had to vote and all of that, and everybody getting mad at each other like you voted for him and you vote. Let me tell y'all something. It didn't matter who got in office; they were still gonna push it. I'm gonna be real with you. It didn't matter who shit. They were still gonna push it. Those that followed me from the old channel I was featured on to this channel of ours, I want to let y'all know I tried, y'all. I tried behind the scenes those years to help everybody get out this rut. I really did. And when we start the new channel with the brothers, I'm going to tell LT to let everybody know who's LT. That's the brother new. I'm let LT know, like, yo, let them know seriously who was the person that was arranging to get all the people to learn financial literacy, everything. And he's going to tell you it was this brother right here. I tried my best. I really did. And it hurts hard. It really hurts. I mean, you can see in my eyes, I really want to cry because I really saw this down the line. And I was trying to figure out what could be done to at least get a couple people out that. Because the things that I've seen that's going to happen is it happened too because I told Brother Jolly Bay, I said, look, man, the beef between a lot of our women and the men in our community, I said it's going to come a time that the sisters are going to realize they fucking up. And I told them that a lot of these young ladies are going to realize that they screwing up. They're going to try to run back. There's videos of that happening too. The reason for the passport sisters is because of the passport bros, because those women are still attracted to their men. But that's another topic. And what I mean, all we have is us. I had to talk to people in my community. All we have is us. Everybody follow what we do now. We are the leaders. We the trendsetters and all. But amongst us as a mighty people, we always had agents and those tokens that'll go back, either tell or knock you off your path so you won't see what's really going on. And this is not going to just affect us, it's going to affect the whole planet, how they trying to do it. You see the countries that's actually implementing it. I showed you the countries that's in on this. That's why I showed the book that Dr. York wrote. And that's why I always give him a shout out. Because honestly, the stuff that I knew about the Israelites, all that other stuff, he had in his books. And it helped me evolve. It helped me learn how to cross reference. It helped me with DNA explosions. It helped me with the downloads. It helped me with everything that's going on. Him and also Dr. Delbert Blair, many people, Bobby Hemmett, all these people inspired me to do this channel for us, and also helped me inspired me to be featured on the other channel back in 2021, 4 or 5 years ago, to reach out to the children of the divine, so the children can know it's that time. The money might be rough and all that for us now. I mean, I really did try because I knew that this was going to happen in my hardest of hearts. There's nothing to fear, but it's just y'all need to know what's going on. Get your eyes and ears open. But there is a surface that's going to obliterate all of that though, and they know it. It's not going to be that long. It's not going to last that long. Because y'all gotta remember Tiamat fighting too. The planet herself is fighting also. The planet is fighting, and also all these they coming out in the woodworks for a reason. I keep telling y'all, it's coming to that final showdown. I'm telling y'all, please trust me. And I will never forget what that guy told me that was a werewolf years ago. He told me all this stuff was going to happen. And the whole time, it's happening. I really wish y'all could have saw the video that I found a couple days ago with the Albion man talking about how there's extraterrestrials in the water and underground cities of extraterrestrials. I really wish y'all could have heard it, because all this ties into what's happening now, like for real. So I really hope y'all ready, because y'all better look at that daggone Lord of the Rings and that last Twilight movie when they had that showdown, and the Avengers Endgame, when they finally came back and all of them was going to war. I'm trying to tell y'all better watch that, because I'm telling you, from what he was telling me years ago, it's going to go down like that. And you saw all the rubble and all the skyscrapers and stuff destroyed in that in the end game at the end when they was fighting. That's how the way the dude told me years ago how it's going to go down. So I'm just letting y'all know. Keep on talking about the X chromosome, the Eve gene. I keep telling y'all about this stuff for a reason. But I think I've been on here long enough, y'all. Shout out to Meechee X. If y'all want to watch the rest of the video, y'all can subscribe to our channel.
Immigrants that
y'all can subscribe to the Beloved Sister channel. This is the name of the video. Please, give her all the credit that she's doing to put this information out there. I'm been subscribed to her channel. It's just that I missed this one. I didn't get notification on this. And I didn't know she even spoke on the digital IDs, y'all. And tell the brother Rashid Holmes told me about it. On that note, please watch the rest of her video. Share this video. Like, share, subscribe. Because now it's time. It's time for us to get on our journey. And this is not just talk. What I'm saying to y'all, I'm listening to my own advice. It's great to know all of this now. All right. Shout out to Kia Pruitt, and shout out to Cedar Duke of Tears, Joe Bratton Bay, National Grand Street Joe Bratton Bay, and all the others that's on this path and trying to wake the people up and wake up fallen humanity, to wake up the whole human race as much as we can, and have them realize that this is not what we intended this to be. So on that note, love, peace, light, darkness, supreme balance, which is the divine feminine and the divine masculine, to bring forth unison, which is also bringing supreme balance, which is also considered the yin and the yang, so above, so below. It is your little big brother, Negadazo, also known as Green Light Cosmic Angel Fire, better known as Brother B. Forte Ill. I love y'all. Peace. Take care.